Hi everyone, this is Judith, Twin Flame Essentials with another video. Today I want to invite you to a webinar held by one of my teachers, Remy Tivierge from Quantum Union, formerly or at the same time also Twin Flame Healers. And he is hosting a webinar regarding separation for twin flames and other quantum couples, as he calls them. So other soul couples, soulmates, for example, twin souls, etc. And this is a wonderful opportunity for you to do healing work and at the same time get to know a little bit more about the methods that I use in my work as well, right? So I highly recommend you sign up for this webinar. The link is in the description box. Or you can also go to the YouTube channel, Twin Flame Healers. And there you find a video, and in the description box you find the link to this webinar. The webinar is today, so actually you have a couple of hours left to sign up for this. So this is a wonderful opportunity, and maybe some of you can take a chance. If you sign up, of course, there will be a replay, I think. So if you don't have time today, then you can watch the recording, okay? So do that. It's a wonderful opportunity. Okay, Christmas is coming, people. It's a wonderful time with all the decoration, and everybody is spending this time in maybe in a special way. I don't know where you are located on the world, or whether you are celebrating Christmas, but I know for Europe, where I am, that it doesn't matter so much if you are actually Christian or not. It has also become a cultural celebration, and practically everybody is celebrating Christmas. That's wonderful. So I'm looking forward to this, and I want to take this as an opportunity to talk a little bit about the love languages. I've done this already, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper into this subject. And so the love languages, this is sometimes leading to misunderstandings, right? Because the person that we love, or the person that we are with in a relationship, or also family and friends, are not speaking our love language, or we are not speaking their love language, and so they cannot really understand on what our feelings for them are, right? And there are 5 love languages, and you can also then check out, for example, if you do a session with me, then we could also have a look at what love is your love language, what is the love language of your beloved, and maybe you can find out yourself as well, right? See what resonates. So I'm just like talking about the 5 love languages now. The first one is physical touch, right? And this is a good thing to know, because if you, for example, I do not like to be touched by everyone, right? This was already the case when I was a child. So when I respect someone, or when I love someone, I would certainly like keep a little bit of distance, because it would just feel appropriate for me, right? But with my son, for example, his love language is physical touch. So if I do not touch him at all, I don't hug him, or when he was a little kid sitting on the lap, or being cuddled, and this, he wouldn't feel loved, right? So that's a big difference. Makes a big difference if you know this or not, right? Can see that. So, and being touched, but this can just be like this, right? Just be like this when you talk to someone. Just hold the hand or touch the person when you say hello, right? Some small things like that would make this other person feel that you love or respect him or her, right? Yeah, and well, what do you do if for example, you're in separation and your twin flame is not with you, so you cannot touch him or her, right? And you can do this telepathically. You can telepathically hold their hand. You can telepathically touch them, right? And see how that goes to show them that you love them. And when your love language is physical touch, you don't have physical touch in your life. We all need to be touched, right? It's important for us, but we can actually hug ourselves. The body doesn't know if this hand belongs to me or someone else. So you can, if you miss this, you can also hug yourself, right? Or you can just ask friends and family to take you in the arm and yeah, sit side by side, a friend, watch a movie. That's also like you have to find opportunities, right, to receive that touch. Or you can also take a blanket or a cover, you know, in your bed that is heavy. So this also makes your body feel more protected and loved. Or you go for wellness, go to have a massage or something like this. So you give this to yourself, right? If this is your love language, then do this, because this is absolutely important. If you don't get this from other people, you have to give this to yourself in one way or the other. Be creative, right? And then you will also receive it from other people, because this is the way it goes. We attract this then into our lives. Same with quality time, right? So when your love language is quality time, for example, quality time is my love language, and I love to spend quality time with other people, and I do this a lot with family members and also with myself. But recently I realized when I spend time with friends, then I attract more good feeling time with a lot of people. Because for a long time I was also like isolating on the journey, and this was not good for me, because this is my love language, right? I want to receive this from people, from my twin flame, who is actually like really very good at spending quality time with people, and he's also doing this, but not with me for the moment, right? So this is also something that you have to know, that your twin flame is speaking your love language perfectly, and you are speaking his or her love language perfectly. So that's also good to know, right? It's already there. We don't have to learn that. We are already very good at speaking the love language of our twin flame. Then we just have to find out what it is, and then cultivate this a little bit, or address this a little bit when we are in contact with them, or when we reach out, right? When we reach out for Christmas, right? For example, if the love language of your twin flame is quality time, then you could suggest to go for a walk, right? For example, or to meet up in a cafe, or to do something together, like visiting a museum or whatever, right? Where there's time, some time to just be together, and also talk maybe, but also just be in each other's presence, right? Yeah, and so quality time. And then we have acts of service. Acts of service. I find this a tricky one, but people who speak this love language, for them it's just normal. They feel very loved when someone is doing something for them. So that's also good to know, right? It's also good to know because it doesn't feel like giving love, or to me at least, right? To me, it's something that is not very familiar to me. But if I know that this is somebody's love language, then I have a different perception around this, right? And I know, okay, when I do something for this person, I go and buy, do grocery shopping for them, or I fix something for them, or whatever services I clean something or whatever, then this person feels loved and cared for, right? That's important to know. Good. And the fourth one is words of affirmation, appreciation. And this is also, yeah, we should, of course, give this to everyone. This is always nice. But for some people, they don't need that, and they can they get that from other things. For example, from acts of service. Then they say, well, I don't need to hear that this person loves me or likes me or respects me or whatever. I can already sense that. I can already feel that, right? But some people, maybe you do a lot for them. And you even maybe physical touch and quality time or whatever, but you don't tell them that you love them, you don't tell them that you appreciate them, then they will not feel loved and appreciated. So this is also important to know. And it's so easy to do that, right? And with words, you can do this when you talk to someone, but you could also write to someone. So that's very easy. It's not difficult to do that when you are in separation. And also with yourself, right? We also want to give love to ourselves. We want to learn a little bit about self-love. And that's good if you give this to yourself as well, right? If you do something or achieve something, then just tell yourself, well done. Well, it's good that you did this now. Feels good. That's really gorgeous how you did that, how fast you did that, or how good you did that, or that you did it at all, right? Sometimes we have a lot on our plate, and especially now it can be very stressful to do. We have a lot to do before Christmas, right? And so we have to give ourselves some appreciation for that. Yeah, we also have to talk to ourselves in our love language. Very important. Yeah, and the fifth love language and last love language is gifts. So those people feel loved when you give something to them. And this doesn't have to be something that costs money that you buy. There are other things that you can give. For example, the love language of my mother is gifts. And when intuitively, I was just, when I was a kid, when I came home from school, I would always bring her flowers. Along the way, I would see flowers, I would pick them and give them to her. Right? So it doesn't have to be something that costs money, or you draw something on a piece of paper, give it to someone, or you leave a comment. It can be similar to words of appreciation, because written text can also be a gift. To call somebody and can also be a gift. So it doesn't have to be so materialistic. But of course, it's just sometimes it has to do with material things, right? But it's not about how much this or that costs. It's more about like thinking of the person and getting this person something. Yeah, I've thought about you, I love you, I wanted to give this to you, right? That's how it is with those characters. Yeah, so you see, this is very complex, and depending on what love language is your love language, so you can take a chance and give this to yourself so that you feel loved, and maybe understand a little bit better also why in certain moments you do not feel loved. Because maybe other people don't understand what your love language is. And you can also choose to communicate this to them, right? You could also choose to communicate, for example, to your twin flame. Well, look, I love you. I love when you spend time with me. Or I love to spend time with you, actually. It's always better not to expect something from them, but just to say what you like, right? That's the right way to do it. I love to spend time with you. Or I thank you for giving me this. This makes me so happy, right? I really love this little gift. I really appreciate the flowers that you gave me, or whatever, right? So you should talk to other people and also to your twin flame about what you like, about what you appreciate, because they might not realize this. Deep down they know. Deep down they know, but they might be confused around this. And you might also be confused. So now, if you are celebrating Christmas, you can try to find out with the people around you, yourself and your twin flame, what your love language is. Yeah, this was all for today. I hope this was helpful. Take care, everyone. If you want to book a session, just look in the description box below. You find my email address. Send me an email and you receive everything you need to know. Don't forget about the webinar. Sign up for this one. This is really fun and for sure helpful and for sure interesting. So again, a short reminder to do this. And yeah, I see you in the next video. Bye for now.